Your platform restricts speech.
Our platform promotes speech,
And you have a pattern and practice of banning only one faction of people.
I don't agree with that.
Politically biased against conservatives.
We have been totally banned from doing any advertising on Twitter.
Many of us well know that places like Twitter are not places for free speech. There is left-wing bias, and only conservatives are banned on the internet. Many of us well know there is a war against conservatives, the right wing, libertarians, and even liberals on social media and the internet. All of these Silicon Valley tech giants like Twitter, YouTube, and other companies all want to censor wrong thing. Introducing Operation Blue Checkmark, brought to you by your local superhero, Hacker 4chan. 4chan, a veteran of the meme wars, bearer of the captured flag, drone striker, the magnificent system administrator. 4chan is here today to bring you a brand new operation, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. As a reminder, be sure to check the description for my Patreon and Subscribestar links. As someone who's automatically demonetized every time I upload a video, it would be a really great help. You can also check out my affiliate link. Currently, I have an affiliate for a magnetic MacBook Pro cover. It sticks right on, it's very stylish, you can slide it over your camera for extra privacy, and they also have a really cool NyanCat version. Definitely a lot more stylish than duct tape. Anyhow, so here we can see on 4chan, Anonymous, Operation Blue Checkmark. So for those of you that don't know, blue checkmarks are for verified users on Twitter. It's meant to verify someone's identity. In other words, that you are you. Unfortunately, the blue checkmark has been used by Twitter, a leftist and biased company, as a badge of approval. The elite get blue checkmarks. Everyone else does not. And if you're a right-winger, you can say goodbye to that checkmark because you'll probably never get one. So here are the rules of this operation. 1. Go to Twitter's advanced search. https://twitter.com/search-advance. You get the idea. Type in slurs such as. Now, I'm not going to say the slurs, but you can see them on screen. These are all the slurs, and we're going to search, and we're going to see what blue check marks have said these bad words. Put the date range from 2006 to 2014. Find and collect all blue check marks you can see. Post your best finds. And here's some artwork for this operation. Check mark. Verified, holding a sword, like an arm. It's a work of beauty! Anon replies, approved content right here. Hashtag verified hate has taught you all well. Anon says, great effing idea. Got one. Here Talib Kui Green says, and this person is verified on Twitter with 1.08 million followers. Now, if this person was a right-winger and not part of the mainstream, they would be banned off Twitter for these statements. But this guy's not. And that's the whole point of this operation. To point out the hypocrisy, the bias, and the censorship of Twitter. If you're a verified checkmark elitist, you can say whatever you want. But if you're a normal person like you and me, you're not allowed to have words. So let's see. Black people can call other blacks raccoon, just like gay people can use the word fig. Not racist, try harder. So normally just using these words would be against TOS, but this person apparently got away with it. Here we have a post by Dave Rubin. Pussy causes throat cancer. Happy Gay Pride Month, heteros. And obviously not heteros, but you get the point. Anon says, professional gamer from FaZe or some shit. And keep in mind, a lot of these people have a huge amount of followers. So how exactly have they not been banned? It's really strange. So this person said, why is it that automatically what you assume if I tweeted out a dude, you wouldn't think of anything. You wouldn't think anything of it, you sexist fig. Anon says, found one. Didn't understand what he said though. Scare says, and again, another huge YouTuber with 1 million followers. You're a effing gay, effing fig. Beck's time is EUNY mentions. You're getting effing icked. What? To be fair, I think this is a shit post. Bgauze replies at Red Scares. RT if you cry every time. Okay, I'm perfectly willing to let that one pass. Clearly a joke. Tyler the Creator says, and this guy's huge, at No If Francie, you're a fig for asking that question. Let me ask you this, folks. Why is a huge person like Tyler, the Creator, allowed to use a gay slur? I really want to know. Why is he allowed to say it, but if a right-winger says hetero, the opposite of hetero, they go to jail. They get banned. They get deplatformed. Why was Steven Crowder demonetized for using the words fig? You know? That's the whole point of this operation, and it's brilliant. It's a massive red pill to all the normies. It completely exposes Twitter for what it really is. Anon says, got someone of the Islamic religion. Let's see what Hassam Nazi has to say. At Maryam Zahar 97. Please don't insult me and compare me with that fig. I bleed Pakistan, not Imran Khan or Bhutto. To be fair, I have no idea what he's talking about. Anon says here, oh, vi. Whatever that means. Jason Mayhem Miller says, where are you, you bitch, cunt, homophobic, bestiality practicing kite? Well, that's a big no-no right there. That's a bad word. How could he say this and get away with it? He's verified on Twitter? He has 250,000 followers? He's CEO of a major company? Wow. Here Anand says, another one. Fazi Bamaj says, at Pamaj, yeah, you're a fig. From 2014. Wow, it really seems like Twitter surely is selective with its banning. It seems to be if you're not verified and if you're a right-winger, you get banned. But if you're a left-winger or if you're verified, you can just say whatever you want. So this Anand says, most of these are pretty much nothing, but this is a good idea, OP. Proper format, screenshot, link to tweet, link to archive tweet. Use your socks to tweet the best ones at the original tweeters and add prominent #Ws and offended groups like the ADL or PF flag or PFLAG if they're still around or whatever. So here we have a pretty big find by Anand, president of at the Creative C, actor on #Madam Secretary. Oh my god. Okay, just a quick little rant here. Madam Secretary, I think, is one of those, I don't know if it's a Netflix original, but it's one of those left-wing shows where, you know, it's complete fantasy. Democrats are the good guys, and Republicans are all evil, and Russia is always the bad guy. Russia. Every single time. It's a complete power fantasy, and it's a perfect example of fiction, because in these stories, the Democrats are the heroes. Can you imagine that? Imagine a world where the Democrats are actually the heroes. So here's one by a so-called comedian. Again, 18,000 followers. I'm getting retweets of college sports in Sondheim, like some confused dorm room tranny. Now, I don't think that the word trans is offensive, but I guess used in this context, like I don't know if this person is trans, but if they aren't, some might say that's offensive. Yet she's a blue checkmark and she's not banned. Maybe Operation Blue Checkmark is telling us the truth after all. Would be a shame if these blue checkmarks got exposed. So here's a Twitter user called Clay Travis. He says, and he's, look, the whole point of this operation is that these are things that people who are verified by Twitter, the official seal of approval, the elites, saying all of this stuff that are apparently, like bad words. He makes a compelling case, RT, which is retweet at jgreenleaf261. Are you happy about that so you can get your butt effed faster, you fig? Unlike the other one we saw of the old Twitter, I think he might actually be agreeing. So here Anand says, for what purpose? To show that the blue check Twitter fig were racist and shit in the Obama era? Anand replies, it'll ruin their career. So that's also a good point. Operation Blue Checkmark can be used to find famous people who are like Democrats and left-wingers and in their careers. If what they said is exposed, that's it, it's over. Just send it to a left-wing outlet, send it to left-wingers. Let the left eat its own. I see no reason why not. They apparently think that if you say a single word, all that means your whole life is invalidated. The left believes that. So maybe they should practice what they preach. And when they find out who said what, well, maybe, just maybe, we'll see what happens. Ross Bolin says NBA's Christmas Day jerseys makes all players look like the post-op trans person in at Netflix's Orange is the New Black. I don't get it. I'm not sure I understand what he even meant here. It's orange, okay, yeah. So here Anon says, I reported all the tweets. I will be tweeting screenshots and the replies of their most recent tweets to rule up their fan bases. I assume he meant rile. We must get an apology from one of them by the end of the day. As we near the end of our journey, I want to sum up probably the biggest question here. Anon says, what is the point of this? Literal PC principle heterosexualness. Anon says, there are no principles, morals, or ethics. Our enemies choose tactics that work because they work. Absolutely chaotic. We either bring a knife to a gunfight or actually effing win. In other words, my friends, chaotic good. Now, I don't advocate for anything that's outside of the bounds of the law, but if the left is able to report people for the things they've said in the past, and this is considered fair game, then it should absolutely be permissible that right-wingers could dig into left-wingers' pasts and do the same thing. After all, fair is fair, and we strive for true equality. Equality is everything, right? Well, this is equality. Annan replies, they do it all day, every day, and most of them are on our payroll. The least we can do is get some of their own guys banned. Annan says, make your enemies follow their own rules and watch them eat themselves for it. They preach no forgiveness and violence is the right answer to the wrong speak. Let's see how they like it when the useful idiots are turned on them. Exactly. Force the left to play by their own rules. Taste their own medicine. And the funny thing is, I don't even think a lot of these words are even offensive. Like, they're just words. Words only have power over you if you let them. It's absolutely ridiculous that we live in a snowflake age full of little babies who get offended over words. It's pathetic, honestly. And I'm going to leave a link that's to this thread in the description. It'll probably end up in an archive. But that's pretty much the story, my friends. Operation Blue Checkmark has potential. Imagine, what if we dug up all the terrible things that all of these left-wingers have ever said and made sure that other people knew? What would happen? What would happen if we exposed the hypocrisy of Twitter and their verified army of elites? I'm sure we would have quite a circus. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about Hacker 4chan and his Operation Blue Checkmark? Do you think it's a force for good? A force for bad? Are they stooping too low? Let me know what you think. Now, as a reminder, I am being demonetized every time I upload a video automatically. So if you want to throw some support my way, you can do so by joining me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. There are different tiers. You can choose whatever you wish. There are also PayPal options. Lastly, you can also share the video because websites are no longer showing red-pilled content. So posting it on social media is always a good help. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.